And good evening, boys and girls. I hope you are all well, and I've forgotten about Instagram. So we're going to have to say good evening again for Instagram. Let me just turn that off. That's fine. Before we go any further, now my loyal people are on there, Jason and all that, Claire. Audio check, please. We found out what the issue was last week. It was going through the laptop and not through the mic there. So please can I have an audio check if you can hear any buzzing, any whirring or anything like that. If I'm peaking, if I'm a bit too quiet, then let me know and I will fix that straight away. There shouldn't be any delay. Sound check. What's that mean, Claire? Does that crystal? Nice. That's the word I like to hear, crystal. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Gaz. Cheers, Claire. Awesome, 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 Ross. Right, so coming up in tonight's show, it's a bit of a swerve. Some of you know, some of you don't know. We are actually, hello, Destiny. Where are you from, Destiny? Where are you from? Coming up in tonight's show, we are going to be doing spiced rum cocktails. I know I did say whiskey cocktails, and I know I put out the poll on the channel as well, and Jim Beam Peach, well, I haven't looked at it since Monday, but Jim Beam Peach was winning, so I will do that, I promise. But the swerve happened last Friday because, or Thursday even, no, maybe Friday, because Laura came to me and Izzy, I don't know whether Izzy is, if you're wondering where Izzy is as well, she's at home for the second week in a row. I don't know what's up with her, but she's poorly. Izzy, little cuddles, sending cuddles, I hope you get well. Izzy, Laura, they came to me and said, this week's flavour of the week, please can you do nutmeg? Boom, nutmeg. So I've got, can we see? Yeah, that's fine. So we've got nutmeg syrup. Now, when I was kind of planning about 3 or 4 nutmeg cocktails, all the ones that I thought would be tasty were with spiced rum. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just combine the two. So let's do a spiced rum with nutmeg show. So all the cocktails tonight are going to be spiced rum focused with nutmeg syrup. That's what we're going to be doing, and especially Dead Man's Fingers, because actually last week's show, the Raspberry Dead Man's Fingers, has now gone on to get the most views after going live. So I know you lot love your Dead Man's Fingers stuff. So here we go. We've got DMF spiced rum, because we know spiced rum is going to be the trend of 2022. Yeah, that's next year, isn't it? I forgot how to work out my years then. So, yeah, that's what's coming up in store tonight. Don't, poor Izzy, she's fine. She's skiving. She's all right. Dan's laughing. See, Dan agrees with me. I'm joking, Izzy. So, that's what's coming up in store tonight. Lots of cocktails. I have got a special treat for you next week. Tonight, literally, we only stopped filming about 35 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. Lee, who is, I forget his proper title, but he's like posh person at Monin. Monin. He's like, yeah, he's like the guy that goes around teaching. It's like brand ambassador, but not sort of thing. We have just, and I think it's, and he said the same, we think it is awesome. So we have pre-recorded just over an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes worth of sort of premiere next week. Not a live show, but it will premiere, so you'll get the chat. And it is all about Monin. We are doing festive flavours. We've got 4 festive cocktails. We've finally answered the question, what's the difference between all the lemons and limes and all that? So that's starting off the show, which will be really, really good for some of you. It's going to be awesome. And then we finish the show with some of Monin's brand new products as well. So it's a Monin loving next week, but it is brilliant. I think the banter, the laughs, the giggles, you're going to love Lee. So make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So that's all good. So tonight, spiced rum. Now, as I've said in the last few weeks, I do want to carry this on in this whole kind of £25 theme haul type thing where you kind of gradually build your bars up, you know, with ingredients. So in all these series, I'm never going off in tangents. I'm just potentially going to add 1, maybe 2 spirits each week. Okay. So obviously the spirit we're adding this week is spiced rum, because we haven't featured that in the last 3, I don't know how long we've been doing this now, 3 or 4. So we are adding spiced rum. The other ingredients you're going to need. So we've got the Cointreau that we've been using for the last couple of weeks. Obviously you're going to need the nutmeg as well. But we've got the Cointreau triple sec that we've been using each week now for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So that should be in your bar, whatever orange liqueur you've got. So we've got that. I'm going to be using the cacao again, because we've been using that in the last couple of weeks. So a chocolate liqueur. There is one, I haven't got it listed there, but I've got it out already, so I'm assuming I've forgotten it's in a cocktail down. The one spirit that I'm adding is amaretto. I swear, I don't know why I've forgotten to write it down, but I swear I've got it out. Yes, an amaretto flip on a sour. That's what's coming. So definitely that. And then mixer-wise, again, I'm going to be rocking out some coconut puree, syrup, coconut milk, cream, whatever you get from your supermarkets. I'm going to be rocking out a bit of that. Lemons, limes and oranges, you know, standard fruit, so you've always got that to hand. The mixer that I'm adding this week is ginger beer. I haven't used Fever Tree's ginger beer for ages, so it's going to be good for me to revisit that. Ginger beer, I've got some pineapple juice and some cream. And then the final ingredient, and this should be right, is the Angostura Bitters. So all of those ingredients are going to give you 7, I think it is, cocktails that I'm going to do tonight. We'll see how far we get anyway. So we're not going to break the bank. Okay, so the whole point of these videos, we're maybe adding 1 or 2 things each week and making different cocktails. So you can build your bar like that. You can build your bar with us. There is one cocktail coming up a bit later where I'm going to legally swap the spiced rum out, but that will be revealed a bit later. So I'm looking forward to that one. But yeah, but there we go. So spiced rum and nutmeg. Nutmeg is like brilliant. I'm putting the wrong bottles away. Nutmeg is a great flavour this time of year, whether you're using it in hot chocolates, espresso martinis, you know, just simple riffs. It's very versatile. It will go with most of your main spirits, even tequila. You know, so gin, maybe not so much gin. Slow gin, probably. Slow gin would be a good shout. But kind of your rums, your whiskies, your vodka, definitely. Just simple riffs like a cosmopolitan, old-fashioned, espresso martini, all that sort of stuff. That's where this can go. So again, what I'm doing, you know, I don't like to reinvent the wheel. I'm just riffing off favourite cocktails. That is what I'm doing for you tonight. Dark and not stormy. No, not that. Do you know what? We need this clarified, but this was part of where I was a couple of days ago. I don't think dark and stormy is trademarked. I think it is just dark N apostrophe stormy. I did some patent checks and I can't find dark and stormy as a patent or a trademark or anything. I don't know. That obviously needs confirming. So I don't know. I might be blowing the whistle here. I don't know whether anyone was bothered to have a look at that, but dark N apostrophe stormy is 100% trademarked. But I don't think dark and stormy is. So that could be a little bit controversial. Sorry, Goslings, but there we go. I don't know. That needs confirming. But anyone who's good with patent law and all that will 100% confirm that. But there's the story. You know, I've talked about this before on my channel. We're talking going down that route. How did like Master of Malt, Atted Brands get away with Jaffa Cake, gin, vodka, rum? It's because McVitie's haven't trademarked Jaffa Cake. They've trademarked Jaffa Cakes. So that's how, like, even Marks and Spencer's have got their own Jaffa Cake bars or whatever it's called. It's because it's not patented. It's Jaffa Cakes that have the registered mark. So there's a bit of random knowledge for you. That all needs kind of confirming and stuff. But yeah, I don't think dark and stormy is, the word and is trademark. But there we go. We'll find out. Yeah, Claire knows exactly what's coming up. Well done, Claire. Destiny's in South Yorkshire. Destiny, if Kay comes on, I'll introduce you because Kay's in South Yorkshire as well. But Kay's always late. She's doing her hair and makeup and all that stuff. She never comes in on time. And then Chappells will come on at like 5 to 8, won't he? So, God, come on at 7 o'clock. Winch, munch. Right, so let's crack on. If you are new, and what I can tell just in the numbers, if you are new and watching this for the first time, jump into the comments. Don't be shy and get to meet people. Claire, you know, especially Claire. Claire will say hello to you. Ross has probably gone to bed already by now, but you know, Ross is there. Jason, they're all there. Come and say hello to the gang. Meet some new faces. Say hello to me. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what your favourite drink is as well. Destiny, what's your favourite drink? So let's crack on for the first cocktail, which is obviously, as you've guessed it, a kind of riff on a dark and stormy. It's not a dark and stormy. It's a dark. It's rum and ginger beer, essentially, spiced rum. But obviously, we're incorporating the nutmeg element to it as well. So it's very, very easy, this. So kind of nutmeg, spiced rum. We've got a lot of spiced rums now in the UK that have got kind of nutmeg added to them as well as spice. Think Dark Matter, for instance, that was definitely clove. And kind of a few of these spiced rum, they've got that, so it just works. So this is a build in the glass jobby. I find it nice. You know, as I was running around getting prepped, the one thing I forgot to prep was the glasses. So you're going to see me fumbling around trying to find glasses in a bit. But essentially, we're going to start off with 1, 2, and Angostura Bitters. That should be it. 5 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank God for that. 5 ingredients. So we're going to start off with. I do like adding limes to my. I'm just going to call it, to save any legal wording, I'm going to call them rum and ginger beers. I do like adding lime to my rum and ginger beers. 1 wedge, 2 wedge, 3 wedges, completely up to you. I'm going to add 2 wedges. I kind of like that. Squeeze them in. Now I'm going to add my ice cubes because I like the lime being at the bottom. There we go. That'll do for now. Excuse the fingers. Right. Your spiced rum of choice. As I say, we are Dead Ben's Fingers and up. Thank you, Haywards, as always. Wi-Fi's dropped. Oh. I've still got full. Oh, yeah, I'm on Ethernet. Oh, they're all panicking because the Wi-Fi's dropped. Oh dear. I'm hardwired. It's all right. It'll flash up at me if it's it'll go like that if I'm having issues.
Just thought I'd
yeah.
check in.
So apologies if it did something funny, but I'm hardwired because I'm like that. That's how I roll, boys and girls. So obviously this is Dead Man's Fingers video. So thank you, Haywards, as always. I love my Haywards stuff. But I'm going for a 50ml double bubble. Do you know what? I even got Lee saying double bubbles and lovely jubblies for it as well. You got to watch his shake face as well next week. His stance. Oh, so funny. Right. So 50ml spiced rum in there. We're then going for our nutmeg syrup. And this is a shout out to my good friend George. Hello, George. So I can call it ODK then. Have I called it ODK? I'm having flashbacks now. Did I call it ODK earlier? I don't know. But William Fox, 100% William Fox, nutmeg syrup. That's better. The light's not shining on it. So lovely nutmeg syrup, proper tasty. Adjust the taste. As Lee was saying earlier, which is really funny, anywhere between 15 and 20 mil. So I just bought 17.5 mil. What are we doing? So anywhere between 15 and 20 mil. 15 mil. That's kind of what we're going. There we go. So 15 mil of that. I'll leave the cap off that tonight because we're going to use that. Now you could, I've just in the pineapple juice. You could add pineapple juice to this. You could do whatever you want. Different other flavours. Whatever takes floats your boat. Pineapple, nutmeg, of course that's going to work. I've got that coming up in a bit. Angostura Bitters, again, is your salt and pepper. It's your seasoning essentially. So 1 dash, 2 dashes. I potentially wouldn't go 3 dashes in this, but 1 or 2. Lovely, jubbly. And then just top up with your ginger beer of choice. As I say, I haven't used Fever Tree ginger beer for a long time, well over 2 years. So I'm just going to have a little. I remember it being quite dry, and that's why I wasn't a huge fan of it. But now my palate's changed quite a lot. I might become a closet fan. Just give it a little stir up. Any more ice if you want to. Garnish it with however you want. Sprig of mint, a tree of mint, whatever you want to kind of do. I'm going to get that through a straw just so I can have a taste. That is quite dry, but that is very good. Oh, the nutmeg really comes through in that. I like that. Really easy. Nutmeg, rum and ginger beer, whatever you call it. If you want to call it a nutmeg spiced and stormy. Yeah, see, spiced and stormy is not trademarked, is it? So spiced and stormy, there we go. Nutmeg, spiced and stormy. How do we like those apples? So that's your first one. Now, I'm not going to, the gang's there. We've got Dan and Laura in here tonight as well. They can taste. I'm not going to make this, but the next one I had up was a very, very simple. Do you want straws?
Yeah. I was thinking we're already running out of room. Cocktails earlier.
That's all right, we'll put them there. What was I saying? So the next cocktail I'm going to do, I've called it a winter mule. Essentially, what I was doing was swapping out that for vodka, but of course this is going spiced rum. But the other thing I was going to add, because of the orange notes, I was going to add Cointreau. So essentially, do you know what? Dan's little face when I said I wasn't doing whiskey tonight at lunchtime when I came in, it just like dropped. He had a face like thunder. He was just like, oh God, I'm here because I wanted whiskey. You know, he likes his whiskey. He's just tasted this and his little eyes have just gone, oh, that's really good.
I've always liked Not So Stormy.
Not So Stormy. So big fan, nutmeg? Yeah. Nutmeg Riff? There we go, 2 out of 2 on that. Nice. So happy days. Gaz is using Bunder. Do you know what? That's a ginger beer that I've never tried either. Well, I don't think I've tried. Bundaberg ginger beer. Bundy from Australia, down under. And you can get that in most supermarkets, I think, Tesco's. It's got those funny ring pull cap things on it, isn't it? So yeah, let me know, there's one. Let me know your ginger beer of choice. There we go. So yeah, essentially, the cocktail is exactly what I've just made, but with the addition of Cointreau. And Cointreau is going to bring a kind of a nice orangey element, which goes really, really well at Christmas. Destroying the studio. It goes really, really well at Christmas. I'll tell you what I'll do, as it's here. Let's just save making it again. I'm just going to add another 15 ml of Cointreau to this, or a 15 ml of Cointreau to this cocktail, and that is it. Exactly the same drink. All right. I've not added anything different, but the extra orange vibes. See, I flipping love that. I'm just watching these two. It's like Stop It and Tidy Up, or what's the other two? Chuckle Brothers. There we go. It's like the Chuckle Twins over there trying to fix everything. I wish you could see it. I wish I could pan the camera out. Right. Right. It's a new and improved version there, guys. Have a little taste of that, see what you think. So I've just basically added orange liqueur. So call that a winter mule, call it an orange spiced and stormy. I don't know, but the orange for me, is that better? Yeah. 100% better with an orange liqueur, and it was good to start off with. So simple riffs. Any of your favourite orange liqueurs? Orange juice, probably not, because it's going to change the flavour quite a bit. Other orange, I won't say it because you'll see it next week. You'll see it dropping next week, but there's an orange product coming next week that would be phenomenal in that as well. And as I said, I'm going to do a follow-up video. It'll tie quite nicely. And when you see next week's video, the video that I'm going to pre-record for the 8th of December will be a follow-up to that using some of those ingredients, because it's going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant, some of those flavours. So that's your first two cocktails. Who else have we got on? Scott's just joined. Carl's just joined. No doubt Carl is working. I'm assuming Carl, he's always flipping working, Carl. love working nights. I get paid to watch these. Hello, Carl. I'm going to drop you in it one week. I hope you're well. Anyway, who else has just joined? Anyone else I've just seen? Karen. Hey, Karen, how are you? Oh, can you bake a Blue Lagoon cocktail? Not tonight, but really, really simple. The simple reason I haven't got any blue stuff here. I think the blue stuff's at home. Blue Lagoon, so simple. Vodka, lemon, bit of sugar, blue stuff, lemonade. Job's good. Flip it up with, take out your vodka, put some coconut rum in there. You've got a coconut Blue Lagoon, whatever you want to call it. I think there's a name for it, but you add pineapple juice to that, and it becomes a Blue Hawaii. Is that right? Blue. There's two different cocktails people don't realise: Blue Hawaii and Blue Hawaiian. Slightly different somehow, but it's so easy. It's just vodka, blue curacao, lemon lime juice or whichever, a bit of sugar, lemonade. Job's good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Tonight, who is it? Karen. Tonight, Karen, is all about spiced rum and nutmeg. That's what we're doing. We're doing different cocktails, different riffs with spiced rum and nutmeg. That's tonight's theme. All right. But I might humour you just before Christmas. We might do some blue. You'll have to sweet talk Izzy and Laura to say that that's your flavour of the week. Blue.
If there's some in the showroom.
Nah, it's all right. We'll do it another. There probably is, but it's blue. Morning, do a blue.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I did have Morning's blue curacao, and I'm not sure whether it's here or not.
We used to have one.
Yeah.
That
Anyway,
but I think it's gone.
yeah, that's that. Thanks a mil. You are welcome. Amber. Hey, Amber P's in the house. Hello, Amber. How are you, darling? You all right? Right. My next cocktail, which hopefully should be up Dan's street as well. Really, I know these, look, to some of you, I get that this is going to be a little bit basic and a little bit, obvious. But the one thing I've learned over the years of doing this is that you can never be too obvious, because so many people just don't don't think of it. And that's what I'm all about. I just want to inspire and just get people thinking. That's all it is. So the next cocktail we're going to do is a riff on the old-fashioned. Obviously, an old-fashioned is whiskey. Sorry, Dan. We're going to do a rum base. We're going to do a rum-fashioned. We're going to go spiced rum, because spiced rum works incredibly well in these sort of drinks. But the sugar element is going to come from the nutmeg. Simple. So we're going for this whole spiced rum, nutmeg rum fashioned, if you like. Really, really simple. And to make it even simpler, I'm going to make it straight in the glass without even using a mixing glass. So easy. Excuse the, I won't do that as they're drinking out of this. So I'm going to put some ice straight in there. I want some decent ice. Do you know what? I bought proper chunky ice for this as well, and I forgot it's in the freezer. So you've got the slightly bigger premium ice from the supermarkets. Right, there we go. Right, to that. So with the one thing I will say, with spiced rum, doing old fashions, obviously spiced rums are a lot sweeter than a normal rum and a whiskey. So you are not going to be using the same amount of sugar syrup unless you've got a really, really sweet tooth on this. All right, so we are going to go, where's my jigger? We're going to go for a 50 ml double bubble. Of course we are. We like our double bubbles in there. You can get crazy with your bitters. We've just got Angostura here because for this channel there's no point investing in all these other bitters. You know me at home, I've got what, 47 is it, 48 different bottles of bitters down there. There was absolutely no point for this channel. Angostura does the job really, really well. So whatever, 1-2 dashes for your Angostura bitters. I think I filmed last week with Peychaud bitters. I mean, that'll be coming out in a few weeks' time. That's a great different kind of aromatic bitters if you like Peychauds. But you know, they're just a different flavour to Angostura, that's all. And then for this, now how sweet's your tooth? Do you like really, really sweet stuff? Fairly sweet. All right, I'll go 10 mil for this. But I would for me, I would go 5 mil because the spiced rum is sweet anyway. But we'll do 10 mil there. And don't forget the bitters will add a bit of obviously bitterness and kind of dial it back a little bit. Not like citrus would do, completely different sort of way. And then it's just a stirred cocktail. I'm going to use, I've picked the wrong flipping glass for this, didn't I? Oh, that is shocker. Sorry. Just to annoy you. I can't do that any. Imagine that stirred down for about 20-30 seconds or so. Sorry, that was my fault. Completely the glass. In case you can't see that, the glass is all rippled. Who's coming on there? Kevin, quick hello. What is it with you lot? Why?
There's just no commitment.
There is absolutely zero commitment. Kevin, I expect better off you, especially you. And I'm going to blame Rachel for not managing your diary a bit better. Hopefully Rachel is home watching. I will be back later as usual. That's terrible. Hope you're having, what are you doing, driving lesson? What are you doing? If you're having a driving lesson, don't be listening to me. I hope you're paying attention to your trainee. There we go. Right. And then garnish, rude not to. I mean, you could go for an orange slice, but let's be all proper here. Nice.
Not even work.
Nice zest of, not even work. Paul? Nice zest of an orange. If you get a really decent sharp Y peeler like that, can you see? Let's kind of hold that so you can see it properly. You want a tiny bit of white pith in there, not too much, just a tiny bit of white pith, and just a kind of decent bit like that. A brand new Y peeler costs you like what, £2, and they're just perfect for that. And just express the oils just over the top. Kind of, you can wipe that around the rim if you want, and just pop that in the glass. And that. Let's see if the nutmeg comes through. Oh, it does. It gives a whole different dimension to that spiced rum. Oh, that's really good.
Why am I going to get that?
Oh, if I weren't driving, oh, that's proper tasty. So really simple and obvious. And let's be honest, right? It doesn't matter what your flipping flavour is. As you'll find out watching me and Lee next week, it doesn't matter what your flavour is. Prefer that to the first one or the second one?
Second one, if I didn't have to drive home.
Nice.
Claim it for the end of the night.
Yeah, nice. So it doesn't matter what your, I don't know if you can hear that, but basically preferred that one. That was awesome. It doesn't matter what your flavour is. You can just refer. That's the whole point of sugar syrups. Different flavours. You can just kind of use them universally in any cocktail. Just have fun. My job is just to kind of give you inspiration. That's it, you know. Go away and make whatever for yourself. The one thing you have to do, and I don't see much of it, is when you take cocktails, when you make cocktails, especially ones off this channel, it's like take a flipping photo of them, upload into Instagram and tag @drinkstuff. We want to see. and I'll bully them because they don't check their message request folder that often. Because I go in there from time to time, and there's like things in there. I see what they're like. I know. And that's Izzy because she's at home in bed. Look, that's.
She checked it tonight, that's where I got that message from earlier.
It's like getting the fishing reel and going. Right, who else have we got? Right, fingers. What was going to say, and fingers? What are you lot talking about? Finger. I don't know what you lot are talking about. It's gone completely over my head, so I'm going to ignore it. Now, next one. This is a really, really good one for me. It's kind of why I didn't really remake the second one, because this is a very simple riff on what I've already done. But I'm going to do an orange and nutmeg daiquiri. As I've already showed you, orange and nutmeg go really, really well together. They are awesome, sort of festive holiday kind of flavours that just work so well together. So the orange is obviously going to come from the Cointreau. With the daiquiri, because we're going rum, is going to be the spiced rum in this. We've got the nutmeg, and obviously to make it a daiquiri, we're going for some lime, essentially lime juice. Claire, see you later, Claire. Thanks for coming. Hey, Robin, how are you? Robin's in the house. Robin's nest. Right. Robin's got a bar called Robin's Nest. Right. So lime juice. I'm going to start. This is going to be my first. Joe, it's actually my first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 9th cocktail of the day, and this is going to be the first one I've shaken. How mad is that? I can't even find the bottom end of my shaker. There it is. So, lime juice. I think that's all the ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's simple. Essentially, I'm going for 25 ml. I'm going to do this in UK. 25 ml of freshly squeezed lime juice. Probably a whole lime. We shall see in there. Yep, that's not even. Might even be another lime as well. That's not even filled after flipping thing. That's about 10 ml. Right. Yep. we're now up to about 17.5 ml. And I've got that little wedge. Let's try and squeeze that in. Jesus. Right, that'll do. We've got about 20 ml. That'll do for giggles. Essentially, you want 25 ml of lime juice. All right. So that's in there. There's a bit on the bar top because the bar's feeling thirsty. Then we're going to kind of, again, adjust to your sweetness levels. So we're going for nutmeg syrup. 15 ml, I think is going to be perfect for this, because don't forget the spiced rum is sweet. And obviously we've got, even though they are quite alcoholic, the Cointreau is not massively sweet, but does add an element of sweetness to it as well. So we've got that. 15 ml of your Cointreau or orange liqueur. Grand Marnier is going to be slightly sweeter as well in that sort of sense. And then we're going for a 50 ml double bubble of your spiced rum. There we go. So those 4 ingredients, that's all it is. So we've got spiced rum, nutmeg and oranged, spiced rum daiquiri, if you like to call it that. Call it, if you've got a bar, then call it a different name. Put a different name on the menu. Jobs good. 5 ml on the bar. Carl, I have to keep the bar kind of thirsty, don't I? Got to keep it happy. As I said to you last week, your bar is your workhorse. You've got to look after your bar. If it's thirsty, give it a drink. It's that simple. Don't forget about your bar tops. Right, someone said hi, Darren, so I'm assuming Daz is here as well. There he is. Hello, Darren. How are you? Awesome stuff about business. We like that. Right, the Robin Hood. What did I call it? Robin's Nest. Robin's Nest. To be fair, Rob, the Robin's Nest sounds a bit better, so I think you should change the name. Right. There we go. Right, perfect. Why did I forget it was the Robin Hood? That's the first pub that I ever started working at. How did I forget that? Muppet. Sorry, Robin. Right, glass for this. Now you could go in a rocks glass, whiskey tumbler, whatever, over ice. Because I haven't done one tonight, I'm going to do. I'll put my strainer away. Oh, where's my proper strainer? We'll have to use the dodgy strainers. Where's my proper strainer? Do you know what? My proper strainer is staring me right at the face, and I don't know where it is. There it is. I told you it was right in my face. There it is. In the wrong hole, as normal. So just going to double strain. you know, if it looks too tight, we love Nicking bartenders. Most bartenders absolutely adore Nicking Nora glasses. You know, it's our favourite glass. If you think that's a bit too small, because essentially a daiquiri, right? Here's a little secret. I might have said it before. I don't know. The daiquiri is kind of like the bartender shot. There's an unwritten rule. If you go around most, especially in London, especially sort of my generation and younger, the unwritten rule, the daiquiri is the bartender shot. There is the law, 2 gulps and that's it. You know, you do not have 3 sips of a daiquiri, it's 2 gulps and done. That is the standard kind of old school bartender rule about daiquiris. So we kind of love them in Nicking Nora glasses. We don't have them over ice, but if you want to make that longer over ice, be my guest, you know. But that's it. Garnish wise, you would probably do a lime wheel for that because obviously you don't, you know, so you can look for prettiness. You can put a little lime wedge in there, but the whole point, this is the thing that some people miss, and I know I've done it from time to time without explaining. If you put that on the side, the whole point of putting that on the side is that, you know, it's there for the customer or you to squeeze in. Well, obviously we've created that to perfection. You know, we don't think that needs any more citrus in it, so we don't want that being squeezed in essentially, because that's going to throw the balance off. That's why you kind of see like lime wheels or lime swaths or whatever on the top of a thing. But you know, if you're going to do that, it looks pretty, it looks really good. So whatever you fancy garnishing that with. But that orange nutmeg spiced rum daiquiri. Oh, see how Dan's little eyes lit up about that early drink. That's how my little eyes light up. That is my style of drink. I absolutely flipping love that. That is just, that is almost perfection for me. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of spice coming through from the nutmeg, but you've got the rum in there as well. That is a great, great serve. So there we go. That's that one. How many is that? Is that 3, 4? What have I done? 4? I don't know. 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Cool, we're getting through this. Half past. Let's have a little chat. Let's have a little chat. Who have we got? Hello. Right. Got someone. Oh, see the, what's going on? Flipping out. I'm sorry if you can hear all this. Right, let's go back, dive through the chat. Let's say hello to Destiny, Aldi limes. They're not actually, they're Tesco's 89p limes, but they might as well be. Scott, what did I miss? Darren, you've missed a whole load of banter about Ireland, so that's fine. Well, I'll catch you up later. I'm glad I'm not in your bar. 5 ml of limes. Drink. Robin, look into it. Right, where did we get to? My bar is an alcoholic, the amount I spill. Standard. It will look after you for years though if you keep doing that. It will treat you, you know, it's better than varnish. Right, who's this? Heart of Agony. Ivy May's watching out for Daddy tonight. Oh, is that you, is it? Yeah. Oh, I didn't cotton on to that. I was like, who's that? Come on, come on, come on.
There you go. Hi, Ivy.
Hi. Hello. So Ivy May's your little one?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, and Heart of Agony. What's her real name?
Paige.
Paige. Hello, Paige. How are you? What? Why Heart of Agony? What's he done to you?
Well,
What's all that about? Come on, let's have a little conversation. What's it? You know what's the Heart of Agony all about? Eh? Come on, let's start. But anyway, nice to meet you. Thanks for watching his little. Oh, look at him. He's got a big old cheesy grin on his face now. Cool. Right, who else have we got watching? No one. Right. Oh, you're all boring. So I might as well move on to another cocktail. Hide. Right. So what are we up for now? Now, here we go. Oh, Claire's left. This would have made Claire exceptionally happy. Never mind, Claire. You can, if you're catching up on the rerun, you will love it. So what I'm going to do now is a little riff on one of my favourite cocktails that I've made recently. And that is the Painkiller. Now, the Painkiller is... in any guise, whether it's Pusser's Painkiller, Painkiller Cocktail, Painkiller, the Painkiller, it is the trademarked drink in that guise. That's what I was actually doing the research on for the other day with Dark and Stormy. I can't find the pattern for the word and. I can only find the n. Whereas Painkiller, Pusser's Painkiller, Painkiller Cocktail, they're all trademarked, they're all patent. So if you're making a Painkiller in any guise, then you have to legally use Pusser's rum. They're not going to come and arrest you at your house, let's be honest. But if you're printing it on a menu, if you're using it in a pub or bar, it's legal. And they do like to. But the thing is, they like to work with you. So, you know, if you're using another rum, they will probably find out and give you a shout, hey, use Pussers, it's better rum. So we're going to do a Pussers painkiller, but because this is a perfect cocktail, because when you make the painkiller, you garnish it with nutmeg on top. So what's better than doing that than to actually put nutmeg in the actual cocktail? So we're going to do kind of a quick and easy riff on a nutmeg, on a painkiller with nutmeg. So the ingredients for this, it's like a pina colada, but with orange, essentially. And that orange for me just takes it the next level above a pina colada. It's so, so good. And that's the ingredient I didn't squeeze my orange juice. Hopefully, I have got a bottle. Yes, I have got a bottle. We'll use our friends from over the road. It's the last bottle, by the way, Kelly. I've got plenty of the other stuff. Don't worry, I'll buy some. So we've got orange juice. We're going for a bit of pineapple juice, obviously. We've got Pussers. This is gunpowder spice. So gunpowder is 54.5%. We've got nutmeg, and this is where the coconut comes in. So very, very simple. Normally you'd kind of grate coconut over the top. Now, call it something different. Don't call it a painkiller. Dead man's fingers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But I just wanted to call it a painkiller because the nutmeg is kind of cool for this. So let's use that again. Let's just get rid of that. See, it's a whole educational experience, this, isn't it? Let's do that. Right, here we go. So, first ingredient, I'm not going to go for a double bubble of this because it's quite strong. And we have got a couple of youngsters in the bar here, so they don't want to give them... So easy. So I'm going to go for 45ml, essentially. Or well, we'll probably do a slightly less because we're in 50s. So 35-ish. But that will be the equivalent of a double bubble at 40% ABV anyway. So we've got our Pussers. Smells good. We've got a nutmeg syrup, so we're going for 15ml of nutmeg. Nice. The smells of this. Then we are going for orange juice. And I'm going equal, did I show you? I need to show that a bit better, don't I? Freshly squeezed. I've got orange juice here. They just don't fit in these things, so I have to squeeze them properly like that. Right, there we go. But this is pretty good stuff. 50ml double bubble of orange juice. Then we are going for some pineapple juice. Give it a good old shake. There we go. 50ml of pineapple. And then the final ingredient is obviously the coconut. So it's kind of like, so obviously a pina colada is rum, pineapple, coconut, simple. Pineapple and coconut, simple. So the painkiller version is just with orange and then nutmeg on top. That's what kind of makes it. Oh, do you know what? I keep bringing mine in from home. That's why this one's not open. Right, there we go. So we've now opened it. We've christened it. 25ml of ODK coconut puree. Love this. Long life, shelf stable. It's just what you want. You can use cans at home. It's just once you open your can, you've got to use it. That's all. But if you're going to make a lot of them over a weekend, job's good. If you're going to make one or two over a weekend, buy our stuff. Less than a tenner, keeps for 3 months. Easy, jobs are good. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Buy our stuff. Right. Plenty of ice in there. I've just got a funny feeling I've cut my finger. It's all right. No blood spewing out yet. We're all good. Right. Good hard shake again. Right, and then the obvious kind of glass with this would be for a tiki glass. Nah, we're cool. No blood. We're cool. Tiki glass, they've not been washed. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go for... We'll go for that one. Look, that's my second favourite. Yeah. Oh, it's like 2 mil left in it. Yes. Bob's your uncle. I'll have a good sip before I garnish it, to be fair. He says, oh my God, that's good. Oh my God, that's good. There's certainly someone in here that's going to absolutely love this. Garnish this pineapple, obviously. I've got a pineapple, I haven't cut it. I've got a pineapple leaf though. Let's give you a pineapple. Oh, no. Let's cut that off. There we go. Pineapple, little leaf. You know. Let's keep Trevor Rose happy. Lime the right way up. It's upside down, but there we go. And that is a very simple riff. Nutmeg, I tell you what, I might have to have a word with Pussers because that inside the actual painkiller is really, really good. Right, Laura, you're going to love this. There you go. There we go. Right, that's cool. Right, happy days. How are we getting on? Oh, hang on. There's more comments. I can see numbers. Right, let's clean this down. Right, lovely. That's had coconut in it, so that needs to go over here. Right, what's going down?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Good?
That's amazing.
That's amazing. I thought that was going to be, oh, that's disgusting. How good is that?
I'm not a big pineapple fan, but that's amazing.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So normal painkiller is the nutmeg's just grated on top, but
Well, why would you grate it on top and you can put it straight in?
exactly. Why would you do that? Why? Oh, that's amazing. We like that. Whoopsie. That's good. Right. I can see a few comments here, a few questions. Right. Let's 3 months or a year. Oh, right. I get what you're saying now. So this I'm not going to give it away. There's a little conversation coming up in the show next week with Monin. There's a little conversation that will be relevant to this. 3 years, definitely not. But stay tuned for next week because this is coming straight from the brand as well. And he worded it very, very well, which I'm going to adopt because I like the way you worded it. It was very, very clever. But yes, essentially, we know they've got used within 90 days or 3 months or whatever the term is. But yeah, that. But I'll leave that. I'll wait until that comes out next week. That's a very good way. Justin, let's give you a bit of love. If you use a low proof rum, yes, 100%. If you use a low proof rum, do you do 50 ml? If so, would that affect the other ingredients? No. So basically 35 ml of a 54, it's not exactly, but 35-ish ml of a 54.5% rum is about the equivalent to 50 ml of a 40%ish, give or take. You know, there's no exact, unless you get your calculator out and do the ABV per mil, and you can work it out that way. But yeah, you will know on my channel. Yeah, who is this? Justin. Yeah, so I know you guys, you and Gaz are quite new there. You'll see this is where you've got to be a little bit switched on because in my channel, I actually work in 60 ml. I work in ounces, so 60 ml and 30 ml and 15 ml. For this, because this is primarily attracting a UK audience, I work in 50 ml and 25 ml, whereas 15 ml doesn't kind of sit perfectly in the middle. So we do I love the US way of working, 50 ml, and then obviously it goes 7.5 ml, which is perfect for 15, which goes into 45 ml, and then 60 ml is perfect for cocktails. But because for some reason we like to be different, we do 50 ml and 25 ml. So that's kind of why I say 15 ml instead of 12.5 ml. All right, that's it. But yeah, so double bubbles. If you look, let's be honest. If you want to do a double bubble, I'm just doing that because I know anyone here that drinks it will be driving home, so they won't do it. But if you want to do a double bubble of that, just do a double bubble of that. It's not going to dramatically alter the taste of it. It probably will enhance it even more. So don't be scared to use a double bubble. It's just a stronger rum. That's all. Right. And I think Gaz has already answered that below, but there we go. Alan, I reckon that's a new name as well. Hello, Alan. Discounts for buying coconut purees? Yes. If you go to drinkstuff.com, go in there, I'll give you a discount code. Put in STB25 and you get 25% off, all right? I tell you, it's so easy. Before you go any further, there's no drink stuff. Don't really. They've got a few, but for certain things, but there isn't really discount codes. There's trade accounts and other accounts like that. So there's no discount codes. So no, I can't give you a discount code because there isn't one. I don't have one. But they will look you up. The best thing is feel safe in the knowledge that you're supporting them.
Look who's just joined.
Hey! I know that'll count the boss man now. So, who was it? Alan. Alan, what you need to do is reply to Scott in there and say, Scott, I think you're a bit expensive. We want cheaper.
That's not true.
I'm a wind-up merchant. But no, in all seriousness, Alan, look, this is the just buy it at a normal price and you're safe in the knowledge that, they can afford to pay me for another week. So, just buy it at a normal price and then you get more of me, don't you? It's that simple. You don't need discounts, do you? You just want more of me to teach you. Happy days, happy days. Hey Scott, how are you? Hope you're well. Discount Gaz is already trying to get it out. It's not working. Capital S, capital B, lowercase t. That's what you got to do. The amount of people. Can you see that? Can you see people searching? I know you handle the search day. Can you see anything like that? No, when you go into, that'd be quite funny to see the amount of people over the next sort of 6 months to a year type in STB.
Maybe.
Not in the discount.
I was going to say, maybe if we, get some real good loyal fans,
Yeah.
maybe we can start.
Basically, yeah. So basically, I was going to say buy 6 get 1 free. Buy 12, and then after your 12th one, I'll buy your 13th one for you. How's that? Me personally, I'll do that. There we go. Right, where's the banter going now? Just made a big order drink stuff yesterday. Glad morning purees and syrups back in stock. Yes.
Loz has been doing her absolute hardest
Yes.
to get the stock back in, guys.
Yes. So blame Lorraine. It's all her fault.
It's not Lorraine. It is that horrible naughty B word that ends in
Boris.
Well, yeah.
Boris.
One.
Right. Could have done with a discount. Oh, you lot with that discount code. Sorted. Did it work? Awesome if that worked. Lovely. Right, STB 25. What was it, 20 or 25? There we go. No, I'm joking. Of course it doesn't work. Right, where are we going? How flipping hurts. How did I not draw blood? Right, tell me more about Dead Man's... Oh, right, okay. See, these are the questions we like. Tell me more about Dead Man's Fingers rum. Right, Havana Club. I did have Havana Club, put it away. You'll see Havana Club coming out to play next Wednesday. No, it's fine. He's got Havana at home, so I'm assuming that's a he. So Dead Man's Fingers, right. Without getting too geeky, I have a soft spot for it because it's Cornish, was Cornish. It was invented, blended, whatever word you want to use, in the Rum and Crab Shack in St Ives in Cornwall, literally on the bay, the harbour, sorry, in St Ives. The Rum and Crab Shack is still there. They basically put it on the map, they sold it, it went sort of national because it was such a good spiced rum. Haywoods, the company that to be fair, I love Haywoods. We do a lot of work together. Haywoods now own it, so Haywoods are responsible for Whitley Neal Gin, JJ Whitley, and quite a few other products. So it's a Haywoods brand. It was then made up in Liverpool, but now it's made in Bristol. And you can actually, I forget the name of the pub now, but you can actually go to the pub in Bristol. Just search out Dead Man's Fingers Bristol. You can actually go to the pub now and watch them making it or be part of the sort of like mini distillery tour. Is it the best spiced rum on the market? No. I'll be brutally honest. Does it even come in the same postcode as something like Puss's? No. But the one thing I will say for it is a fantastic entry point into rum and spiced rum. If guys, like for people coming over from vodka, people coming over from, gin, the one kind of an entry point into rum and spiced rum, then Dead Man's Fingers nails it. And yes, they've got lots of other flavours. I think Kevin nailed it last week. It was 16, I think he said afterwards, 16 different flavours. They just do neat. They're not brilliant. I'll be brutally honest, they are not brilliant neat. But what they do exceptionally well is they come out to play when you mix them, whether that's with Coke, whether that's with lemonade, whether that's with cocktails. They just work. But the best bit about them, yeah, you get them in most supermarkets now. It's such the easy to get spiced rum. Well, technically, that's a whole different conversation, but it's not rum, essentially. It's actually a liqueur, a spirit drink. But that's a whole different conversation. That's a conversation for my channel on Sunday nights. But yeah, they just do the job very, very well. So, a bit sweeter. This one's got hints of Pedro Jimenez ice cream in it, kind of vanilla, a bit of cinnamon, lime. But it's kind of adds a different aspect. Don't think of it in the same category as Havana. Havana is a rum. Spiced rums are essentially liqueurs. All right? So that's that. STB, yeah, that's it. Darren, that's awesome. What, even capital T? I didn't think it was capital. I thought it was lowercase t. It has to be lowercase because you don't capitalise there. It's that. So, yeah, awesome. Well, whatever it does, brilliant. Crack on. Gaz, STB 120. Right, Gaz. I don't want to spoil the surprise. Whole juice.
Everyone else plug your ears.
No. Juice limes for the rest of this week, and then tune in next Wednesday. I want this to be the knowledge bomb next Wednesday, so tune in next Wednesday. And that question will be answered.
And then we are desperately trying to get the stock back in.
Just to clarify, look, it's not Lorraine's fault. It's actually Alex's fault, which is her boss. You know, Alex just doesn't order enough stock. Basically, that's all it is. You know, if they had the foresight to order more, we would have more in stock. That's all it is.
The suppliers won't let us have it all.
Oh, we've been on those beats today. I've had a great afternoon. Basically, what is Brexit? You know, we can't get it as containers. You know, we can't get it out of Italy. Italy can't get it, send it. They can't make it quick enough, essentially. I was actually with one of the ODK guy from Europe for the last 2 days, and he was telling me all about it. They're just having major issues just getting it outside of Europe, let alone across countries. So we just can't. Oh,
I'm actually going to come on screen for this, right?
Oh, here we go.
Here at Drink Stuff, right? We love Gemma.
Official line.
Yeah, official. We love Gemma at ODK.
Do we?
She's our favourite because she's our rep and we love Gemma. So if Gemma gets wind of this, we love you, Gemma. We thank you, Gemma, for all your hard work. We love you.
That's a Drink Stuff line, not an STB line.
Yeah.
Gemma, I've never met you. Who are you, Gemma? Who's Gemma? Gemma, why have you never slid into my DMs? I get all the crazy guys from, oh, did you know there's other Stillabump products? Oh, see, I didn't. No one told me that, did they? Flipping hell. I've been pushing these flipping things for flipping ages. And then Mr. ODK from Europe says, oh, yeah, there's like 5 other Stillabump products. I'm like, what? Muggins, last to know. Gemma. Yeah, they might love you, Gemma. Gemma, let's have a chat. You know I used you a lot on my channel, don't you? Come on, let's be honest. Right. So where do we get to? So yeah, it's nothing to do with Drink Stuff. We are doing the absolute best. And to be fair, carpet on most wholesalers in the UK. It's not them, it's supplier issues. It's flipping Brexit. For all of you that voted Brexit, it's your fault. That is exactly what it is. Yes, I said it. Let's see how many people I can go fishing with out there. I've done quite well in here tonight, so let's see. It's a fishing expedition. Right. The numbers dramatically drop. Okay, I trust the Tesco trip. Write down the code. Oh, right, awesome. So, where did we get to? This one, Amaretto Sour with. Oh, can one of you do me? That's all right. That's fresh water. I haven't had that. I'm cool. I'm going to do an Amaretto Sour and to dial back the sweetness of this. Obviously, I'm going for a split base, so I'm going to use the spiced rum. By the way, anything that comes out of my mouth is this disclaimer alert. Anything that comes out of my mouth is STB. It's nothing to do with Drink Stuff, all right? I'm just the show pony that they paid to put in front of the camera. That's all, you know. So I'm doing this.
I've got Lorraine on the text now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What, Lorraine's watching?
Yeah. Well, she said she went off and then came back to do I have to run him over in the car park?
Hey, Lorraine, you know I love you. Lorraine, look, I tell you what, Lorraine, if you're watching, this is what you missed earlier. Look, Lee made you these cocktails. Look, Lorraine. Oh, flipping awesome. Lee made you these, and you weren't here when we came out. You disappeared. Do you know what? He actually did this one. He had little eyes on you. He was just like, that is for Lorraine. You know, that's what he did for you, and you weren't here. You'd gone home. So there we go. Bants, innit? Bants. Right, so we're going to do an Amaretto Sour. We need some lemon for this. 1, 2, 3. We need, because I never use egg whites. I'm going to use my Stillabump. Hello, Gemma. Hi. My Stillabump Magic. What are they called? I keep putting the wrong brand. Magic Velvet, not Miraculous Foamers. So I'm going to do that. But what I'm going to do, instead of making the cocktail foamy, I'm going to do a nutmeg foam on top. I'm assuming there's plenty of bads coming my way out here. Come on, let me have it.
You made a mistake by being like, these are all for you.
Is she having them now? Is she coming back?
No, you're in trouble.
Bring it on. Bring on, Lorraine. Bring it on. Right, so, as I say, Amaretto Sour. This just turned into a banter fest, didn't it? No, you know, it's like Laurel and Hardy, isn't it? This is going to be an Amaretto Sour, but then I'm going to do a nutmeg foam on top, all right? So I'm going to shake this in 2 stages, 2 parts. That's a cream in it, so let's do that one. Mishmash. I need more of these. Who watches? Who's our rep for, like, who do we love, bar tools wise? Beaumont? No, we don't. No. Even though these are Beaumont.
I think that's Gemma.
Think that's who?
Well, no, maybe
Mescla. It'll be a mess. Anyway, whoever wants to donate, more 16-ounce cocktail shakers, that'd be awesome, please. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's make it in there. See, they give me loads of these. They give me these, but they don't give me the bottom halves. So I've got plenty of like 28-ounce tins. Oh no, we don't want. Yeah, we don't want glasses, do we? God damn. I'll tell you, this company, seriously, they can't order enough stock. Oh, here we go. Do I need to hold off before Black Friday? When's Black Friday? I don't know when Black Friday is, so probably not. When's Black Friday? No one knows. Probably.
At least 1 week, if not a week and a half.
Probably. Are we having a Black Friday deal?
We'll have some Black Friday
we'll
deals.
have.
I don't know if it'll be on consumables.
We'll have
syrups and stuff. I will throw that out there right now.
We'll have Black Friday deals on ODK stuff that's not in stock. How's that? Right, so 25ml of lemon juice. These are branded lemons from Tesco, so hopefully we've got a bit of juice coming out of these. He says, oh, there's plenty. Oh, actually, to be fair, there's plenty of juice in there. Look, there we go. Oh, this might just be a lemon. One lemon might get. Do you know what? We might get more than 25ml out of this. Oh, look at that. What? Look, 3/4 of a lemon. There we go. Look, we've got all that left. Jobs again. So 25ml of lemon juice. 15 crack on. STB Black Friday. Could be. 26. What's 26? Who's 26? Oh, I've missed the whole load. Oh, hey, Pat, how are you? I'll scroll back up in a minute. I'll say hello to people who have just come on. What's 26? What? I don't, oh, 26. Is that a date? Is it 26th of November?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Thanks, Destiny.
I don't know when.
It's glad to see someone's on it. Christ. You know, it's only the marketing department. It's only the marketing department in here, you know, Jesus. It's like, oh dear. Right, see if Izzy was here, Izzy would be all over that, wouldn't it? Izzy would be like, yeah, and it's like 31 days till Christmas. Right, so 25ml of spiced rum, 25ml. I can see these comments. I'll scroll back in a second. Let me just finish making this, otherwise we'll never get done. Right, 25ml of that, 25ml of that. I put my, sugar, I put my nutmeg in there, didn't I? I wasn't meant to put my nutmeg in there, but I have done, so bear with. We are going to ice this up, and then we're going to give it a good shaky, and I want that glass will do there. Right, for those of you newbies, you're in for a store in a sec, because I'm going to blow your little minds. Drink stuff, girls. Right. By the way, just clarifying, Dan's not a girl, just to put that out there. Lorraine rocks though. I love Lorraine because Lorraine gives me like little prezzies sometimes. She hasn't done for ages because of Brexit, but you know. Lorraine.
Also said there better be a cocktail waiting for it tomorrow.
There it is. You flipping never drink them. They've been sitting in the fridge for God. See, I've been here all flipping afternoon. No, they haven't even got the things ready, prepped. You know, for all these cocktails to go in. Oh yeah. See. And Izzy, the one you wanted for last week, I had to clean out the flipping fridge today. Drink stuff, girls. Listen to it. Right, nutmeg foam. How do you make this? For all you newbies that have never seen this, how do we make what?
I'm just reading comments.
I tell you what, the way I've just read that, I'm surprised actually that got let through. But you know when you kind of have trigger words or trigger things, that was definitely the trigger. Of all the comments I can see on screen, that was definitely a trigger. I haven't even read what it says properly. I'll just draw into those 4 letters. You filthy, who said that, Gaz? You filthy. Right, so to make a foam, pay attention kids, pay attention, it's an educational experience. I've got 25ml. I'm not here for laughs and giggles. This is educational, be serious. Right, 25ml of Scott's at home on a big tea, absolutely peeing himself now. Where's my water gone? There it is. So 25ml of syrup of choice. And this will work for any syrups you can see on the back here. Top shelf, not the purees, but any syrups. And we kind of want 50ml, maybe 75ml. She's lost it. I don't know what's going on now, but she's flipping lost it. Right. So all that is syrup and water, and then we've got these bad boys. Gemma, hello Gemma. We need some more Gemma. And certainly Steve the barman needs to be hooked up with these other Stillabunk products as well. So, 6 drops. One's already in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One for luck. 7, just for giggles. 6 drops. And what we do now, no ice, we just dry shake. Put that on because there'll be pressure. It's like an egg white. It's going to build the pressure up. So we dry shake. What's the time? Oh, bedtime. Oh, see what I mean about pressure? Oh, right. Give it a good shake, and what you should get, can you see that? Yeah, it's a nice bit of foam. So we've got a nice plenty of foam. You don't have to. I just use one just in case, but this should layer pretty much on top. Yeah, see what I mean? It'll just float on top. So we've got like a half and half sort of split there. We've got essentially an amaretto sour with a nutmeg foam on top, so you'll have plenty of nutmeg coming through the cocktail. Let's get a clean straw for this. Oh, that's quite tasty. Oh, that's quite tasty. Oh. I think you're going to like this one as well. I think you're going to like that. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Does she go to painkiller or does she go to sour? I know she likes the sours. Does she like that? Right.
The thing with the painkiller is when it starts splitting like that.
Yeah, I know. It's you can't. That's why they go in tiki mugs, so you can't see it.
Can't see it.
Right. Let's. How the hell did that get through YouTube, Gaz?
Oh no, it's that one.
The amaretto. So the amaretto sour with the nutmeg foam has pipped it. Right. How far do I need to go back? STB 50. That's what I saw. Right. I know. I saw 120. Where do we go? Right. Right down. Pat. Hello, Pat. What's Pat saying? Can't get used to 7 p.m. To be fair, Pat, it's been like this for 3 months now. How can you not get used to it? What's this, week 3? 4? I don't know.
Week 3.
Set you, Pat, come on.
Oh,
You should,
7. I was like, no, we've done Wednesdays a few times.
you should put it in your little diary, Pat. Put it in your little diary. STB, date night, 7 o'clock. There you go. Can't say fairer than that, can we? Do I need to... Right, Black Friday, I saw that, didn't I? Black Friday deals, right. Bought a new bottle of amaretto at the weekend. Looking forward to making this. That's really good. It's just got Laura's seal of approval, so yeah, it's good.
It's very good.
The foams. Just think, though, with those foams, any... I've done it with nutmeg, but any kind of like... Or especially festive flavours, any of that shelf. And there's 1 missing because we've been playing with that. There's 2 missing because we've been playing with them today. There's 3 missing because we've been playing with them today. 4 because we've been playing... Black Forest, who knew? Christmas. But any of those, like cinnamon, popcorn. Is popcorn festive? I don't know why that's up there, to be fair. Probably because I've got the maple down. But cinnamon, butterscotch, popcorn, cranberry, gingerbread, pumpkin, speculous, praline, maple spice, black forest, honeycomb. Just think about all those different foams. All you need is sugar. The foamers, are the foamers in stock?
Yeah.
Oh, she said yes. Blaine, oh, she said yes. She went,
sold out,
yes.
because we sold them so quickly.
If they're not in stock, Lorraine, Alex.
Oh yeah, the next time you see the rain.
She'll have forgotten about it by next
I
week.
think she will have.
Yeah, it's in stock.
It's in stock. See, it's in stock. Never doubt Lorraine. Lorraine is all over it. I keep telling them they won't listen to me. Right, Gaz. Right, can't ask for better service than that. The girls, thank the girls from behind the scene for me. I just have. Thanks, girls. Got to go back. Jason's got to go to work. Jason. Right. I'm going to put this on screen just because I'm confused of how YouTube let it through. But you know exactly. I still can't work out what it actually says. Drink stuff. Dan. Oh, drink stuff Dan also rocks. I've got it finally. There is only one word that you pick out of that. Gaz. Let me and you need to have a word, Gaz. Right, let me hide that before we get taken off by YouTube. Because YouTube don't like that, does it? No, that's for other websites. Must be my Scottish accent got it through. I was signing in early. Pat, right. In your diary, get your little phone out. Make a little date for next Wednesday. Oh, I'm not here. Well, yeah, we are. We're on live. So, Pat, I'll clarify this again because no doubt we've just had a few more people coming at 8 o'clock. I'm assuming Chappers is going to be here in a second. Next week is a pre-recorded live. We filmed it this afternoon and is with Lee from Monin. And we have done a brilliant, brilliant show coming up. So it's going to go out like a live. It'll be a premiere, so there'll be live feed comments, which I will be in. And no doubt some of the other guys will be in commenting away as well. But it's pre-recorded. And it's basically it's a Monin loving next week. We've got festive cocktails. We've got the question that Gaz is going to get. I'm assuming it was Gaz. Oh no, it was Mark. Mark, was it? Oh, so it's 2 people.
Yeah,
There's lots of people commenting. Mark, this is coming to you as well. Mark. Let's put you on screen. Mark, see, I'm never going to forget your middle name. Mark Slamming Vinyl Drews. There we go. Mark, this is for you as well. We are going to answer, stay tuned. Stick with Fresh Limes for this weekend. And then tune in next Wednesday at 7 o'clock and all your prayers will be answered. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Unless it's out of stock, of course. In that case... but yes, so next week's show is going to be brilliant. We've had a really good fun time filming it this afternoon. It's about an hour and 20-ish. Filmed it in one go, no cuts, no edits, nothing like that. It's just going to get uploaded. So that is next week's show, all right? So Monin, kind of festive, new products, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully really, really educational for you guys as well. Really fun, educational. So that's coming up there. But there's a couple of questions, burning questions that are going to get answered, which... I was like, oh, like that to it. Should have been obvious. It wasn't obvious. Even Lee sort of says things that you'll kind of see. So that's next week. But that's at 7 o'clock, young Pat. Okay? No, baby boomer Pat. Private in joke. Right. Right. Did I have any more cocktails there? Was that the last one? That was the last one. I can make one more up if we got time, but that was the last one. Right, so these little bad boys. What's her name? Gemma. These little bad boys. See, I deal with Stillabunt direct out of Italy, which are owned by, well, I don't know how the relationship is, but they're essentially ODK, these guys. Orsa Drinks. I think Orsa Drinks might be the parent. I don't kind of know the logistics of that, to be honest. But... I think Orsa Drinks is the parent company, and then they have brands like ODK. ODK is like the fruity mixes and stuff, but this is Stillabunt, which comes out of Orsa Drinks. What these are, young Gareth? No, who was it? Alan. Really sticky down in there. What these are is effectively egg white replacements, but you can use them as an alternative for other things as well. So like, for instance, I made that foam. You wouldn't make egg white. You wouldn't go out and get some egg whites and make a foam on top of the cocktails like I just did. And these come into their own. Take the one cocktail I do quite a lot, and I think that might actually be coming out next week. I've done like a festive cosmopolitan. I really hate that sort of flat and lifeless look on top of cocktails. So like, you know, when you shake up cranberry juice, it's just flat. About 6 drops of this, and I'll give you a little bit more detail in a second. 6 drops of this, and it kind of creates it into a really kind of foamy cocktail, luxurious velvety kind of cocktail. It mimics the egg white. So sours and all that sort of stuff. But as I say, you can add it to cocktails that wouldn't naturally have egg white in them and just make them frothy and foamy. But the best bit is they look awesome. So even if you're at home, but if you're in a pub or a bar and you use them, it just takes that the appearance, and cocktails are all about appearance when you're selling them. It just takes that appearance of a cosmopolitan to a whole new level. You see this like pinkish cocktail with a lovely sort of white layer of foam on top. It just looks awesome. But you can do flavoured foams and stuff. So this bottle, and I would tend to agree. I haven't done it. I'll have to go back. It'll be a project for like a month to kind of go back. But they claim that this bottle can do 600 cocktails. Now, the other brand that I used to use on my channel, I still do because this bottle's now here, will do 160 cocktails. So the big difference is that these are basically heavily concentrated. So 6 drops will kind of do per cocktail. And they claim that obviously 600 cocktails. It is roughly, give or take, I don't know standard pricing, but roughly give or take 22-ish pounds. Seems very expensive. I've had this bottle now for at least a year, and all right, I don't make that many cocktails now because I just do videos. So I'm essentially doing, like, it might get used 3 times a week, 3 cocktails a week, maybe, if we're lucky. But I think it's a stunning investment because it won't really go off you know, by the time you finish it. There will be a use by date on it, or it's a best before, sorry. So even if you go over the best before, it's fine. It's not going to be its best, but it's going to be usable. They're just a genius addition, and I guarantee it, friends, family coming around for a party, if you're at home and not a pub or a bar, your friends and family are going to love it as well. It doesn't change the taste of the drink. It will do if you use like 12, 15 drops, but if you use the 6, maybe even try 4. I've got down to 4 a couple of times. I've done 5 a couple of times, but 6, that sort of drops, it'll be perfect in your cocktails, all right? So great product for your bar. Treat yourself. It's in stock now. If you all go and buy it now, it might be out of stock, so everyone else can. You can be safe in the knowledge. You just can't even think what the word is now, but whatever. You've basically got in there before everyone else. So get some. Yeah, awesome. See, Marky Thomas, all my all my little leg ends are kind of think, oh yeah, come on at 8 o'clock. I'm signing off now in a minute. 7 o'clock. 7. Silly people. Hello, Mark. How are you anyway? So that's that. Mark's there. Looking forward to next week. Thank you, Mark. Gav. Carl. What's Carl got to say? That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, that's a bit boring, isn't it? I thought you were talking to me. Right. Can it replace fresh? Can what replace the limes? Guessing Monin. Yes. Can it replace fresh? Yes. So. The thing, yes, the thing with, and I'm not going to talk about the product. I'm going to talk about this for this. Does this replace this? Yes and no. And even Lee says exactly the same thing. Nothing will ever beat fresh lime there and then. There's just no product out in the market that will ever compete with a fresh lime. If you are prepping lime juice for, say, the next 6 hours, so especially if you're a pub or a bar, and you're prepping for a weekend, I know so many bars, or used to, so many bars that would pay staff to come in and juice limes, sort of in the split on like a Friday afternoon, between 3 and 5, say. We'd just be paying a couple of hours just to prep all the limes and lemons for the weekend. That's when that becomes a nonsense, because then not only does it taste no different to something like this, but this is half the price, and you're also paying for labour costs as well. So you're paying for maybe 1-2 members of staff and the electricity or whatever they're doing to juice, because they ain't going to juice limes with that. They're going to be juicing limes with proper juicers to do it, because they're going to need pallets and pallets of this. Like a tray of limes is like 40 limes. And for a bar, they're going to be going through a good sort of 10 of those in a weekend. So the products that are out there, do they replace this? Yes, simply because if you're prepping in advance, it's just time management. That's all it is. Taste-wise, if you've got the time, if you're in a place where you can freshly squeeze every lime per cocktail, then do that, because they're going to just taste fresher, more vibrant, brighter. You'll kind of, especially with daiquiris, you'll get the taste straight away. It'll be a brighter daiquiri. But 2-3 hours down the line, see what I did there? 2 or 3 hours down the line, you probably won't taste the difference. You really won't. And that's not Jif lemon or lime or supermarket stuff. We're talking 100% lime juice in bottles. All right, there we go. Hope that explains that. Scott lime. I'm not showing that. Scott, pipe down. I'm not showing that. Hello, Tim. How are you? I will show that. There we go. Briefly. Boom. Done. Right, now it's gone. Can I delete it? I'm deleting that comment. Block user on YouTube. You get blocked. No, I won't do it. But that is one of the products. Just one of the products. That's not the big product, but that is just one of the products we are talking about to open the show with next week. There is an alternative. Stay tuned. I'm not giving the game away what that is, but it's very good. Right. Can you start over? I'm a little bit late. Yes. Welcome, boys and girls. Welcome to tonight's live show. Coming up in tonight's live show, you're going to be watching me pack up and go home, because I have finished. But coming up in next week's show, sorry, Tim, 7 o'clock, Tim. I don't know what time that is for you. 1 o'clock, maybe? I don't know what your time difference is specifically. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe? I'm really sorry, but you should have been out of bed by now. Not my fault. But yes. So yeah, that was it essentially. I have got one more cocktail. What's the time? 8:15. We are basically, I won't make it because I'm all sticky and my ice has just run out. And that the cocktail, very, very easily, that I was going to do is kind of, what have I called it? A Nutmeg Alexander. Very, very simple. 50 ml double bubble. 25 ml cacao, chocolate liqueur. All right. 50 ml of cream. Cool, I nearly went flying then, it was stuck to the bar. 50 ml of cream, and then 15 ml of nutmeg. You don't need to show you how to make that. Those ingredients, all these ingredients, I will cut and paste into the show description afterwards. They'll be there, well, tonight when I go home, they will be there. 50, 25, 50, 15. 50, 50, 50, 50, 25, 15. There we go, jobs are good. And you've got kind of like a Nutmeg Alexander. The famous cocktail is the Brandy Alexander, which is brandy instead of that, brandy, chocolate and cream. So we've just used spiced rum and put nutmeg in there. So it's going to be a little bit sweeter. I know Laura's going to love it because there's a very, very similar... There was a very, very similar one that Lee made earlier. I forget which syrup he made. It was different. It wasn't... Praline, yeah, there we go. It was a praline one, so very, very similar. But 50, here he is, look! I knew he'd come, look, here he is. Paul, there's nothing to see in the first hour. I've not mentioned you at all in the slightest. In fact, I forgot all about you, Paul. Oh, that makes me laugh. 3 p.m. Okay, all right, cool. So that's it for today's show. 50, 50, 25, 15. Nutmeg Alexander. There are just so many, like, you know, I did it last week. Nutmeg espresso old fashioned. What am I talking about? Nutmeg, that's how, it's been a long day of filming. I've filming now for 4 hours straight-ish. 3.5 hours non-stop talking, about half an hour break. Brain fry. Espresso martini with a bit of that. Old fashioned with a bit of that. Cosmopolitan Christmas with a bit of that, because the orange cranberry is going to go well. Nutmeg. There are so many different things. So if you've got any ideas, pop them in the comments below. Next week, as I've said, will be the Monin Showcase, pre-recorded. Baby Boomer Pat, pre-recorded. It will be there, but that'll be awesome. You will see me live again a week on Wednesday. And I'm going to be... No, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm doing something then, but on the 8th of December, I'm going to film another because I'm not here on the 8th. I'm going to film a pre-recorded follow-up to what we do next week as well. So it'll be part 2 with the stuff that we've got. So lots of exciting stuff. I've been Nat. Don't forget to tune into our videos as well. There's lots of shorter content coming up now, like simple 3-minute cocktail videos coming up instead of the longer ones. So you can watch that. We've got something that's just landed on the roof. I will see you next week, boys and girls. Thank you very... Oh, hang on. Is that nutmeg sweetened? Yes, it's a nutmeg syrup. It's not nutmeg, obviously, Paul. It's syrup. It's nutmeg. So, yes, that's that. Oh, Zoe! I didn't know you were here. Zoe, Haywood's loving. There you go, Zoe. Thank you very much. So that's that. Anyone else? Zoe, you should have said hello earlier. We could have had lots of Haywood's banter earlier. I'm assuming that's you. Have you got a little face now? You just got a Z. I'm assuming that's you. We could have had that. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you next week. Toodaloo!